Hi everyone, welcome back to The Kiki. Today we're going to be doing a makeup. It's not a tutorial, but it's like I'm going to do my makeup, I'm going to talk to you. It's kind of like I'm going to talk to you while I'm doing my makeup. Semi-tutorial, you can pick up things if you want. But today I'm going to be recreating one of my old looks. So, I'm going to pick the look right now. I have not prepared at all. This is how you're supposed to do it, right? So I looked completely different at this time. So I shared this to my Instagram story. I had a red lip. I never do a red lip, but I think I'm going to incorporate a red lip into the look. Taking a look at the eyebrows of this. I had glitter brows that were like way up on my forehead. I did not know what I was doing. I thought I was like framing the face correctly. Looks like I have some glitter going on underneath my eyes. The nose contour is cute. The nose contour and like the contouring is like blended and blocky and fun. So I'm definitely gonna like keep that. But this is gonna be more like a inspired by mug. But I'm gonna see if I can take this bitch to the next level. And I'm gonna redo it better. But like we're gonna try and stay as true to the image as possible. Yes. So I'm using a sample of a Lancome Regenerate Lift Multi-Action because my face needs help. I feel like my motto when that's good. When I'm doing my makeup is use what you have and use what you can. I've really gotten into watching like zero waste YouTubers. I used to go dumpster diving for makeup, and I still have makeup that I use that is from the dumpster behind Ulta. Fuck you, Ulta. Waste blast, bitches. So I'm moisturizing my face first, and the next thing that I'm going to do is prime my face. So I went through all of my makeup that I have today, I have a shit ton, and I found this cute little Physicians Formula argan oil and coconut water primer that I've never used before, so we're gonna try it today. I think it's like a spray, so I'm just gonna like spray it on my hand. I guess I could just spray it like that. I'm like, do both. The fuck is on my hands? When you're doing heavy makeup, it's important to prime, because when you're taking it off, it's not gonna like stain your skin as much. If you're doing like reds and pinks though, I found that depending on the thickness of the foundation, it will still stain my skin if I'm doing like heavy eyeshadow and like my blush. If I'm like doing like a color mug and it's like pink or red completely, it's gonna like completely stain my face for like a day or two. But it's just, that's how life is. That's how you have to deal with this shit. Moving on, I'm going to get some skin tone foundation. So in the spirit of using up what I have this Lancome foundation that I found in the dumpster. Let me see here. I have my pre-wetted beauty blender. And it's not exactly my color, but I'm gonna be doing so much with like contouring and stuff and highlighting that it's not really gonna matter. It's close enough. So I'm like squeezing a bunch of that shit out. And I'm going to scoop it up and just start patting that bitch on. And I'm probably gonna get in with like my other one too. And I sometimes also add like concealer. I have this Shape Taint from Tarte that I'm just gonna like blot to make her thicker before it all dries. Now looking at the photo, just like remembering the photo, my eyeliner is massive. I did not know how to do small girl liner, so I think I am going to do smaller liner today, just to like make it what I would do now, right? And like I do love some big bitch liner, do not get me wrong, but I want to like elevate the makeup that I did before in the past. I want it to be like fun, but also good, and it kind of looks like the old one, but it's like definitely a glow up. one of the things about like my old makeup is like people would make fun of me. Like I definitely had like creative ideas, don't get me wrong, and there were things that like I love about the makeup that I did back then. But I definitely like was like harassed sometimes, like why does your makeup not look beautiful and gorgeous like a stunning feminine queen? And I'm just like, maybe I didn't want to do that today. Oh my god, okay, so now we're like dewy, and dewy is not exactly what I'm going for. So I'm going to put some setting powder down. Yeah, I'll use this one. So I'm gonna go in with my disgusting puff. One of my favorite things to do in drag makeup is like go through like regular like drugstore makeup and see what I can turn into a like drag look for an extreme look. Like you can utilize a lot of different tools from the drugstore to look like drag makeup, right? To use as drag makeup. Like specifically like eyeliners and stuff like that. Like aside from like setting powders and stuff, like if you're going for like long wear and like going outside, you definitely want to probably try and invest in some good products. But I love how I'm like trying to pretend like I'm a beauty guru. I'm literally trash. I do my kind of makeup, and then when I try to do other shit, it turns out horribly or weird. So I stick with the weird, and that's the lane we're in. Okay, so I think I'm gonna go in and do my contouring first. So I have like a really harsh contour, it looks like here. So I'm gonna like see if I have some sort of, oh yeah, baby. So I'm over here pulling out some of my really disgusting Maron cream blend sticks that I have in the primary colors. And sometimes when I want to achieve a shade that is like specific, I will like take it on my hand and turn it into a palette and really just create a shade. And then I'll have to make sure that I have enough to be able to use for my purposes. That is gonna be good. So here's my contour. Hopefully this is enough for me to put on my face. So I'm gonna start over here. So I'm using the opposite side of the Beauty Blender to start contouring. Oh, that's coming out nice, I like that. I used to do Clown White like first, like second and third. I would use Clown White all the time. And it was definitely unhealthy because I was packing so much makeup onto my face. It was disgusting. Okay. So that, like, I can already tell that these aren't quite even, so I'm gonna clean it up with Clown White in a second. Next, I'm going to put some of this on my forehead. Sometimes I would do like a square, like notched, like unblended, like contour up on my forehead, but I'm definitely not going to be doing that today. I ripped out so much hair on the sides of my head because of wearing wigs and because of the fact that I bleached it to fuck. So I'm like trying not to wear wigs as much and incorporate my natural hair into my drag. If y'all have any like hair care tips on like how I can save my fucking hair wearing wigs, please let a bitch know, because it's bad. So I'm gonna like take a little bit of that contour down there, and a little bit of it right here. I'm not gonna do like the severe like jugular contours. I'm gonna like get rid of those, because I don't do that anymore. So I'm redoing it in the way that I would do it now. That used to be like my thing. People were like, oh my god, it's so fun that your contour is like double trixie Mattel. Never again. Although I do enjoy it. So we're doing a nice little like blended jaw contour over here. So I am also going to be starting my brows for my natural brows because I like having natural brows and I don't feel like covering them because fuck that shit. I look sunburned. This like color mixing idea was like kind of a good idea and kind of a bad idea, but it's working for me so far. I'm not mad. When I put powder on top of it, it'll look normal. So now we're gonna do the nose before this shit dries up on my hand. Sorry I'm so quiet, there's gonna be like points. Like, I have to really concentrate when I'm doing my like nose contour and my eyeliner. I'm also kind of using a big brush for this part. I've found that like it's less about the brush size and more about control. Like, if you know where the brush is going to land on your face and can anticipate how far it's going to go in, you can make that bitch look good. Looks nice and nasty. Oh, look at that. Disgusting. Okay, so I have this nasty clown white. Clown white you don't really need to, like, buy all the time. I think the last time I bought clown white was in 2018. So I've had this clown white since 2018. It lasts forever. Cleanliness, can't speak to that, but it works. Greta is not rolling over in her grave / she's not dead yet. So I'm just gonna like loosely put some spots of clown white over my face. Like, this is what my process was. I would like do my skin tone foundation, then I would get out fucking clown white and like brighten the fuck out of parts of my face. So that it was like super intense on like the transitions and the cuts. Because I want it to be like very severe and pointed, just to give that a nice little point color. And I'm gonna go with my tiny brush. Oh, Twitter. Okay, just kidding. That was like a Twitter notification for like a post, because I have an account that I'm following. I'm not that wanted on Twitter. Speaking of, follow me on Twitter at KiloKiki if you want. So that's a nice little point. I'm not even really trying to change the shape of where like the point of my nose is, except like a little higher, like the tiniest bit higher. But that little square is like pretty much right on the point of my nose. This is like starting to look what that like what that makeup looked like. I'm gonna like blend that white up over here just to like make everything look the same. Oh, this contour color is so red. Okay. So now I'm gonna go in with my nasty little clown white brush. And I like it when the clown white kind of mixes with this contour cream here, because it's not been set with powder yet, because it'll give it a nice skin tone color that looks a little more normal. So I'll go in very carefully with my beauty blender, careful not to disturb the line there. So you can see that I've like done my little cut here, still blending that clown white down, but she's starting to look gorgeous. So I'm really relying on like the very edge of the beauty blender, and I'm getting like up really close to that line, as close as I can get without touching. And I'm gonna like bring up the clown white onto my under eye area. I generally kind of want to look like spooked and ghostish on the rest of my face, aside from the parts that are contoured. And now you can probably see that like most of my work with that cream contour on my like chin, jaw area is gone. But I'm gonna go in my powder later, so it's fine. So let's get into the party with some setting powder to set these heavy creams. Don't want that bitch moving around. Okay. Now we're gonna take my big fluffy brush and wipe all of that shit away. Because I always forget it. Next we're gonna go in with our powder contours. Oh fuck, I thought that was powder, but it was just the clown white talent. There it is. Found it. Okay. This is what it's really like if you want to like watch me do my makeup, because I don't know where anything is of my shit, especially when I'm traveling, because it's like all in like different places, so I'm like looking for stuff, because I don't fucking organize my makeup. Marie Kondo needs to come organize my life. It's true. So I'm just gonna like lightly brush in some powder contour here. This is gonna like be under a wig anyways, because we're gonna put a wig on after the look. So I'm not too worried about like this area because where my hairline is, so it's not gonna be shown. And this is also like saving the color of the custom red, like pre-blushed, like cream contour I was using. And then I'm gonna get a nice little fluffy brush to use for my nose. Oh my god, I just realized I went this whole time with not telling you guys what I'm using. So I guess I should go back into that and be a real beauty YouTuber. This is the Tartist Pro palette thing, and I have this little contour one in the bottom that I'm using. So it's the same one that I was using when I was doing that other mug. Jesus Christ. Brush away the excess. Yes. So time for baking. So I have this little squarular spongy shaped one. And I just like to pat that right up against that line, just to make it that much more intense. Okay. And that's honestly enough time. I don't like brighten my hair. My hair is destroyed, but I love it. I'm gonna go ahead and start on these eyes. So let's look at the reference photo. Take a look. I didn't really square off my eyes either. I did change that. So I did change my like eye, like not my nose contour where it like goes into the brow dealio, because that's the way I do it now. So as I'm like redoing and recreating this mug, I'm like upgrading her. She's getting a little fine tuning. So it looks like I had a nice little pink shadow. It looks like I attempted to do a red eyeshadow and a red lip with some silver and white iridescent, like glittery colors. So I'm gonna go ahead and put my little bake down on my under eye area so we can do some eyeshadow in case we have any fallout. It does look like I attempted to do a little bit of like a white inner corner. The liner just took it all up. So maybe I should really do like an actual, you know, cut crease kind of moment, right? Let's get in there. Let's have a party. Eyeshadow brush. I don't fucking wash my brushes because I'm disgusting. I'm probably gonna die somehow because of that. So I'm gonna go in with my Morphe palette. I don't necessarily support the company, but I didn't have any money when I needed a color palette, and it was June last year, so I got a nice little Pride palette. And really kind of build her. Yes. I'm liking that color a lot. Okay, so we've got a nice little red colored blotch on there. Let's go ahead and go on the other side. So I'm like leaving space here for my liner later, because I know it's gonna be like right there. Okay, so now that we've got a nice little red shadow, I think I am gonna like spice it up a little bit and add in another color. I'll just add, do we want orange? I think I'm gonna get a different palette out. So, because I think like the color looks kind of pink. So I'm gonna like go in with some pink on that inner part with the same brush because I want it to look similar. So I'm gonna go with this pink here. I'm gonna just pop it right there. Okay, we're back in business. So at this point I realized that like, I didn't explain why I'm wearing this like disgusting white t-shirt because I don't want to like ruin my clothes, and I like to wear like a nice like shitty cheap shirt that has like an open neck in case I want to like start doing makeup down here. And if I'm like doing a makeup that goes like all over my body, I'll just like, you know, paint naked for the most part, except for some pants. So I'm gonna go in with my, I don't even remember where I got this from. Someone gave me this, like, Shade and Light Kat Von D. Don't support that fucking bitch because she is an anti-vaxxer, among other things. But I'm gonna go in with this shade right here and really just start to blend her. So it's that one. I think there used to be names. I don't think they had names for these shades when this palette was made. I love how I like forgot that I was filming and just like kept like made side comments as I was doing my makeup. Like I wasn't even like really talking about anything. I was just in the headspace of my paint. Wow, this is like turning out to be like such a general drag mug. This is what I was trying to do back then. I was trying to be like everyone else and no one would fucking help me. At one point I remember like my roommates at the time had been told by other like drag artists like, why don't you help Kilo? Why don't you help her like figure out what's going on? And they never did. I mean like I think I asked for help sometimes. Maybe I was just like completely unwilling to listen to like what they were doing, so I like wanted to be bad at makeup. And I wasn't like bad by any means, but I think I was just like not what they were expecting or wanting out of a drag artist, you know? Also, shout out to Frankie Noir, who like sparked this idea for this video. I'm super excited to be like filming this and everything. Oh my god. Okay, so now that we're at this point, I'm gonna go in and do the eyeliner. I'm not going to speak during this because I'm just not gonna try and do that. Not gonna try to explain how I do my eyeliner. I'm gonna get out my NYX liner and just go in and try to make something better happen than what I did that other time. Okay, but like this eyeliner is here. I want to use a lighter cream if possible to draw the brow shape before I make it really dark. Might as well just go in the black. So I'm gonna go in with some Maron Cream Blend in black. Why did I just do like the bitchiest brow ever? Now if I can get them to match, it's over for everyone. Ugh. Who allowed her? Who allowed her? So now that I have like the general shape sketched out, I'm gonna go in with black eyeliner to like really define everything. So I had like glitter brows, but I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna have regular black eyebrows. Quite a bit more. I need to add blush too, bitch. That's what's gonna bring this face together. Smashbox, like 3, like I don't know what it's called, LA Lights blush palette in the shade True Berry, which is the middle one. And I'm going to pop that in right the fuck there. Make my face look alive. Pop a little bit over in my contours, a little under the chin. And then I'm gonna go in with some highlighter. I have a NYX highlight and contour palette. Does the job for me. I'm not necessarily like a highlight guru. So the next thing I'm gonna do is find one of my little glitters. So I have this little glitter glue thing, base primer from NYX. And I have a Ben Nye Sparklers glitter in the shade Silver Prism, if you want to see. Ooh, I did the YouTuber thing. I'm honestly not even like all that married to doing like makeup content. I didn't envision myself necessarily doing makeup videos. but it's what I've ended up doing now. Okay, so I think the camera stopped filming. I'm not exactly sure what happened, but I'm done with the face. I put a shit ton of glitter on. I'm like serving Euphoria, like makeup with like glitter highlight. And I put my lashes on, which was really fucking hard, took forever. I'm glad it was off camera, wasn't wasting memory, battery, whatever. However, I think I'm done. This is my recreation. So this compared to the original photo, I think is about what I was going for. I like added some like things to make it like a little more modern and fun. But this like, honestly, this is like the most like regular drag makeup I think I've ever done. I think the only thing that is a little less normal is the lip shade. But honestly, you don't really notice because it's red. So you're welcome. For any of you who've been wanting to see me do like some sort of feminine makeup look, this is it. It was actually really fucking hard to do. And I'm not sure if I was recording when I was like talking about this, but I'm kind of upset. I'm upset a little bit that I didn't look like this when I was first starting. Because like if I could have looked like this, I would have never done alternative drag. If I had been able to put makeup on like this, like I would have never, like, I'm looking in the mirror too much. Let's close that shit up. If I had been able to do makeup like this in the past, I would have never experimented with alternative drag makeup. I might have, who knows? Because I mean, like, it's like my calling. But I think that because I had a hard time with doing a mug like this, I really started to experiment, and that's why I love doing the other makeup that I do. Because it's like my thing, and this is kind of like been done, you know? But I mean, this is kind of my own twist on it, on like what a regular, what even is a regular mug? On what a, I don't want to say generic, but like mainstream, there we go, mainstream drag makeup look. So with that, I'm gonna go ahead and go put a wig on and some jewelry or something and serve some poses for you, honey, and I will see you then. Thank you guys so much for making it to the end of the video. If you enjoyed this week's whatever the fuck I want to do Kiki variety show, this is the Kiki, this is the party that you need to be along for the ride in, a part of, you know what I mean. Go ahead and subscribe down below and hit that bell so you can get notifications. And leave a comment talking about what kind of video you want to see me do next, because I have a couple of things on the chopping block. I'm thinking about doing a paranormal investigation in drag. I'm thinking about doing some social justice content, more makeup, music videos, shit like that. What do you want to see from me? I decided I would do this week because someone gave me the idea, so let me know, and I will see you guys next week. Bye.